What's up, everyone? I'm just making a short video on Bitcoin. One of my subscribers asked some of the basics and how it works and how it can be used. This video is probably not for everyone, so just a warning. Anyways, as you can see on my screen, I'm at CoinDesk and how to make a paper wallet. I'll just go over here to Bitcoin. Anyways, here's the main site of Coinbase. And basically, a lot of people will say it's really a private way to store wealth and transfer wealth. Well, it can be. I'm not saying it always is, but in general, if you go to Coinbase and if you're North American or most Europeans, you're going to have to show your ID to open an account at Coinbase. And you will have to jump through a lot of hoops, and you will have to tie your own bank accounts. Your bank account name will have to match up with the ID you send. So from that sense, it's not really that private. But having said all that, I'll just go for a few minutes and talk about just the price. Right now we have Bitcoin's at 3639.99. Ethereum is at 284, and for the month, I guess they're both up 8%. But for the day, ETH is down about 13-14%, and I think Bitcoin's down about 5%, or a little less than 5, or actually it's a little more than 5%. Anyways, so you go on here, you set up your account. If you're not looking for privacy, and then you create your wallet, and then you can either store your Bitcoin that you buy through your bank account on their wallet. Well, not really their wallet, but on Coinbase. But most people don't recommend that. Of course, you want to take your Bitcoin and transfer it to a paper wallet or a more private wallet. You don't want your wallet online. You want multiple. If you want privacy, you want multiple wallets. And if you want privacy, you're going to want like multiple wallets, and you're going to want I forget what you call it. It's like a little thumb drive, but it's not a thumb drive. You can transfer your wallet on there, and then you can just you can either have that a Trezor, excuse me, or a paper wallet of some kind to take it offline. Anyways, the user was one of my viewers was asking me how to use it. Let's say you don't have ID. Excuse me. Let's say you're in South America, maybe Venezuela, Peru, and all you have is cash. Well, what you would do if you don't want to use your own ID is set up a wallet and then multiple wallets, like one that you use online, and then after that you transfer it into like an offline wallet. I'll just use those terms. And to get Bitcoin without having a bank account, what you would do is you offer a product or service. Like say you're in South America and you have like a TV or anything, it doesn't really matter, or a service. Let's say you teach English and you want Bitcoin instead of cash. You just have them pay into your Bitcoin account or your wallet, and then transfer it from your online wallet to an offline wallet to be more private. Or let's say you have cash. You say you're in Venezuela, Peru. You just go to buy Bitcoins locally. You put in your information. Like I'm here in Guatemala. You can see a Bitcoin's 36,215 Q right now. Anyways, it'll show what they call over-the-counter people that will buy and sell Bitcoin to you. Generally speaking, in those cases, you just meet somewhere and they open up their computer and you open up your computer and you give them cash, and then they transfer Bitcoin to your wallet. And if you have a computer, you can see it all. And then later on, you can transfer that from one wallet to another to an offline wallet, let's just say, or a Trezor or something like that. Anyways, local Bitcoins is what's considered an over-the-counter deal, where you look at people in whatever country you live in, and you take cash and you just buy Bitcoin and transfer into your wallet. Now, say you need to transfer. Let's say you're in Latin America and you sold some of your belongings. Like say you're in Venezuela and you raise some cash and some Bitcoin. A lot of people there won't have. Well, in Venezuela, have Bitcoin because that's the only way you can really get money out because of the exchange controls. But so you sell your stuff to get cash, or you sell your stuff for Bitcoin, and then you transfer it into your private wallet. In the case of Venezuelans, they just leave by leaving the country with or without a passport. And then when they get into Ecuador or Peru or Colombia, they just go to an over-the-counter exchange, local bitcoins, but they'll probably be using the Spanish version of all these things, and they'll sell out in local currency, usually in soles or pesos or whatever country they happen to be in, or in U.S. dollars. Most of the world has U.S. dollars, so you can always ask for U.S. dollars. Just as an aside, in the capital in Guatemala, there are Bitcoin dealers like a Cambio, so you can walk in and you can buy or sell. I think it costs you about 10 or 12%. This is not the most private or even the best way to sell or transfer large amounts of Bitcoin, but if you're in a city that has public storefronts that offer to buy and sell Bitcoin, you can do that too. But in the first world countries, generally they're going to ask you for all your ID and all that. Anyways, I just wanted to point out how these things are done. Um, I don't have any recommendations if you should get Bitcoin. My personal view is Bitcoin and altcoins are highly speculative, and you'll notice as markets sell off, these things go down in value, and as there's bullishness in markets, things go out. In other words, risk on, risk off. A lot of people will tell you when the markets sell off, Bitcoin holds its value and it goes up, but that really hasn't been the case. Um, it's basically been we had one of the a bull market in shares until recently, and Bitcoin is going up. Now that the stock markets have been selling off all over the world, you'll notice Bitcoin and altcoins have really gone down a lot. So that's just my view. I have no idea what Bitcoin and altcoins are going to be. Some will go up, some will go down. I think in the future we'll have some kind of alternative to Bitcoin that may be better than what the current Bitcoin is. Another idea is like if you have a lawyer, an accountant, or a friend, he has a wallet and you trust him or her, you can just, get some Bitcoin that way and give them cash and transfer it to your own private wallet. And you can just do that from the countries you go visit, pay as you go type of thing. Another thing is a lot of, if you live in the first world countries, this is more popular in the first world countries, you can sell your Bitcoin for things you need, like online. People give you cash cards, gift cards, and you can use those gift cards to buy stuff and have stuff sent to you. That's what people in Venezuela do. They buy gift cards and then they buy stuff on Amazon and have it shipped to Venezuela. It's quite expensive and there's a lot of expense through the middlemen, but that's what people do. So there's a few ideas on how to use Bitcoin if you want to transfer your wealth out of a country. Get cash, get your Bitcoin wallet, have multiple wallets that are offline, sell your stuff, get cash, and then buy Bitcoin or sell your stuff in exchange for Bitcoin, have it transferred to a public wallet and then a more private wallet. And then you just walk out of the country. And then in your new country, you just go to a local Bitcoin over the counter person. In most Latin American countries, that's, I don't want to say very common, but it's fairly common, especially in places like Venezuela, Argentina, where there's exchange controls, like Bolivia, or minor exchange controls. That's where there's a lot of them. But even in places like Chile, Peru has a lot. Guatemala has quite a few. Mexico has, well, they just have a lot. Now, for small transactions, you might not want to risk it with large transactions with people you don't know. So you do a lot of smaller transactions and build up trust with people to see who you can trust. For like 10,000 and above transactions, I probably wouldn't do it, but there are ways you can do it and get that kind of cash. But takes a little bit of time and the expenses can be kind of high. So, anyways, there's people out there who make a market in these things, but those are like just private people. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And this video wasn't meant to get in really great detail. It's just to show you how it works. Just create a wallet on Bitcoin if you don't mind sharing all your ID and all your bank account information, or just make up a offline a wallet, multiple wallets offline, and then use one of them online to get your Bitcoin, and then just go on over-the-counter exchanges like local Bitcoins, find out um, who's in your neighborhood, and these things are rated so you can see who has the highest amount of trust and who doesn't. But that's how you use Bitcoin or some of these altcoins. And as I showed before, the big ones are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. That's another one. Bitcoin Cash is pretty popular. and more people are using that. And then we have Litecoin, and um, well, there's a whole bunch just on Coinbase, as you probably were well aware of. But if you keep a wallet online and you keep all of your money in it, and you keep all your keys on your laptop, you can you can have the issue. So I suggest multiple wallets and one or two or more that you keep offline, and a Trezor if you have a lot of wealth. In fact, multiple Trezors, but I don't want to get into Trezors right now. But anyways, that's how you do it. Um, I'm just going to upload this and leave a comment, like, share, tell me what you think. Thanks.